Book 13, The Tree Beyond Babylon. The world is yours. Faith without action is dead. Prologue, The Crown Calls. Every soul gets tested in silence. Every king and queen is first stripped bare, left with nothing but breath and belief. That's where dominion begins. You ain't born powerful, you build it, one decision at a time. God didn't hand you this world to worship comfort. He handed you chaos and said, create order. He gave you breath and said, build. He gave you pain and said, transform. Faith is the ignition. Action is the engine. Without both, you're just idling in a broken kingdom. Part 1, The Law of Dominion. Dominion ain't about control, it's about responsibility. If you can't manage your own mind, how you gon' manage money, family, or empire? The streets taught survival, wisdom teaches structure. And structure turns struggle into strategy. Every block, every office, every boardroom obeys the same law. Energy runs the show. Move with conviction, and the world rearranges itself to meet you. Move with doubt, and even blessings hide from you. You want to rule? Then master 3 fronts: mind, motion, and morality. 1 mind, control your thoughts like soldiers on peril. No self-pity, no fear talk, just precision. If you wouldn't say it to your future self sitting on the throne, don't say it at all. 2 motion, faith moves. You pray, then you plan. You plan, then you perform. Every day's a transaction, time traded for transformation. 3 morality, stay solid even when the world gets slimy. Integrity is the currency that never loses value. You can rebuild after a loss, but you can't rebuild after selling your soul. The scar and the crown. The most dangerous person alive is the one who's been broken, rebuilt, and still believes. That scar on your heart, that's proof you survived what others couldn't. You learn the language of loss, then flip it into leadership. Real dominion don't flex loud. It walks quiet with unshakable peace. It don't beg for validation, it creates proof. Every healed wound becomes instruction for the next generation. The alchemy of abundance. Money's not the goal, freedom is. Money's just the echo of value well placed. You don't chase it, you channel it. The system's design is simple. Those who produce control, those who consume. So stop buying symbols of success and start building systems that print it. Plant value, reap profit. Plant wisdom, reap longevity. Plant service, reap abundance. That's divine economics. And understand, abundance is spiritual. It don't just sit in a bank, it lives in your discipline, your relationships, your peace. A poor mindset in a rich house still sleeps broke. The divine hustle. Every real hustler knows discipline is the first flex. Focus is the fragrance of royalty. Gratitude keeps your hands clean while you handle dirt. Move like water, calm on the surface, power underneath. Smile in public, strategize in private. Don't talk about your every play, let results narrate your legend. When people doubt you, remember, noise is proof of movement. Keep moving until your silence gets expensive. The Crown Code. Rule 1, protect your peace like property. Rule 2, never trade long-term purpose for short-term praise. Rule 3, master something that feeds others, that's where divine favor lives. Rule 4, love hard, but never lose yourself inside the fire. Rule 5, if you fall, fall forward, make the ground your classroom. Epilogue, the world is yours. Look around, the sign's been there. The writing on the wall, the whisper in your chest, the world is yours. Not by inheritance, by initiative. Not by birthright, by rebirth. The universe ain't waiting to bless you, it's waiting to mirror you. Act royal and royalty answers. Move with faith and doors appear where walls once stood. This is your era to own your energy, build your freedom, and walk like the image you were made in. Because truth is, the world's already yours. It just needed you to remember. Part 2, The 7 Laws of Divine Hustle. Faith without action is dead. Law 1, Belief is blueprint. Before any building rises, there's a vision drawn in silence. That's belief, the invisible structure that gives shape to everything you touch. If you see small, you'll build small. If you think broke, you'll attract broke. But when you believe like a king or queen, you move like one, and the world rearranges itself around your conviction. Belief is not wishing. It's knowing even when the lights are off and the bills are on. It's the inner contract between you and God that says, I will not die with potential still in me. Application. Every morning, rewrite your reality in your own voice. Speak power into your plan before the world speaks doubt into it. Belief is the first form of ownership. Law 2, Discipline is divine. Discipline is not punishment, it's protection. It protects your future from your feelings. It builds empires while emotions build excuses. You can't pray your way out of habits you live in. If you want respect, wake up before comfort does. If you want freedom, master consistency like a sacred ritual. Application. Cut off one thing each day that weakens your focus: gossip, junk food, lazy thinking. Replace it with one thing that feeds your mission: reading, planning, execution. Discipline is self-love in uniform. Every time you say no to weakness, heaven claps quietly. Law 3, Value is the new currency. Forget money, value prints money. Every dollar is just a receipt for the value you gave the world. People don't pay for products, they pay for transformation. The street learned this early: supply the need, the streets feed you. But divine hustle evolves it: serve the soul, not just the system. When your work solves real pain, you'll never need to chase the bag will chase your energy. Application. Identify one skill or truth you can master that improves lives. Package it, brand it, and move it with integrity. That's how legacy money is born. Law 4, Silence is a strategy. Every lion knows, not every roar is for the crowd. Real power grows in privacy. Noise attracts envy, silence attracts answers. Move like the ocean, surface calm, depth infinite. Let your results break the silence for you. Never announce your next move, announce your arrival when it's done. Application. Limit talking about goals to people who can help execute them. Everything else, let it stay sacred. A quiet mind hears divine direction. Law 5, Generosity, activats flow. The greedy stay broke because they dam their own blessings. The givers stay rich because they let energy circulate. Giving ain't about charity, it's about alignment. You release so you can receive. You help others rise, and heaven multiplies your platform. Even in the streets, the code's the same: you can't build alone. A real hustler feeds the circle that feeds him. A true queen pours into the people that water her dreams. Application. Give daily time, wisdom, encouragement, resources, even if it's small. What leaves your hand doesn't leave your life, it returns multiplied. Law 6, Failure is fuel. If you fear failure, you'll fear freedom. Because every elevation comes wrapped in mistakes. When the deal falls through, when they switch up, when the plan cracks, that's not the end, that's the edit. Failure is feedback from the universe saying, tighten your form, not your faith. The most dangerous person alive is the one who's no longer afraid to lose. They play life like chess, not checkers, patient, precise, unbothered by delay. Application. Don't hide from the loss, dissect it. List what it taught you, what it exposed, what it prepared you for. Then apply it with sharper aim. Failure only wins when you stop responding. Law 7, purpose is profit. Everything real begins with purpose. Without it, success becomes slavery with better clothes. Purpose is the compass that keeps your ambition sacred. It turns money into ministry, movement into meaning. When you walk in purpose, even pain pays rent. Because nothing is wasted, every betrayal becomes material for your crown. Application. Ask yourself every night, does what I'm building feed my spirit or just my ego? Only one of those can last forever. Purpose builds peace, ego builds prisons. Epilogue, the divine blueprint. These 7 laws aren't secrets, they're reminders. They've been written in the soil since the first sunrise. Believe, discipline, value, silence, give, learn, live on purpose. That's divine hustle. That's street wisdom turned spiritual warfare. That's how you move from survival to sovereignty. Because the truth never changed. The world is yours. Not someday. Not maybe. Now.